Good Monday morning again, my folks. I did a video earlier for Mini Monday where I brought out the Rough Rider Mini Canoe Purple Swirl. And I was doing some comparisons, and there's one thing that struck me that I've thought about often that I figured, why don't I do another quick video on that? And that is, as I said in the previous video, there's my Rough Rider Classic Carbon Tube Canoe. And I stated that I carry this one quite a bit. And as you can see, we're getting a good little bit of patina on the blade. And I can compare that to the exact same canoe I have that I don't use. This one was sent to me accidentally by Blades Canada when I had returned one knife, and they were supposed to send me back that knife, and we get the model number screwed up a little bit, and they sent me this one, and then I contacted them and they said, well, just keep that one, we'll send you the one you're supposed to have. So that's what a shiny new out of the box blade looks like compared to one that's been carried and used. But what struck me about this compared to other canoes I have is the difference in the dimensions. So here is, let's go with this one here, and that is your Patriot canoe. Comes with a lovely little etching on it with the eagle and the American flag, and it says freedom. And then on your secondary blade, you have give me liberty or give me death. That kind of says a lot right there. But anyhow, just for a quick comparison. And I'm using the Patriot as a representation of more the standard weights and dimensions for a Rough Rider canoe. So your Classic Carbon 2 comes in at 3.1 ounces. Your Patriot comes in at 2.5. So there's a significant weight difference there. And a big chunk of that is going to be the amount of steel in this sucker. So if you look here side by side, they're the same length, but that Classic Carbon is significantly wider. And if you look at the blades top down, the blades are significantly wider. Everything otherwise, dimensionally, is pretty much the same. Same length, same height, I would say. But I think it's just the big difference in the weight is you get those wider springs and those wider blades. But that's going to mean different things to different people. I like a weighted blade with a little bit of heft to it. I like a knife that I can feel that's in my pocket. This little guy here, he'd end up in the laundry a lot because I wouldn't know that was in my pocket. It's so light and tiny. But this guy here, I definitely know he's in my pocket. And those handle scales just have a nice, really nice grippy texture to them. Like they're not rough, but they're almost have a rubbery feel to them. So, and you might think maybe the different style of bolsters contributes to the weight, but if you look at the Red Fox canoe, it's got the same bolster design as the Classic Carbon 2, and it weighs in the same as the Patriot. So anyway, I just thought that was something interesting I'd share because this one here is pretty much a standout among all the Rough Rider canoes I have as far as it being wider and heftier. And that's probably one thing I like about it because it's not the most, doesn't have the best fit and finish. I mean, if you look at your Red Fox, I mean, there's no gapping there. There's no stepping. The pins are beautifully flushed. Like I can't find a thing to complain about as far as the fit and finish on that knife. If you go to the classic carbon too, you see you got a great big old gap there between the springs. It's almost like they intended to put a brass liner in it, but forgot. And similarly with the other one I have here, it's not quite as pronounced on this one, but you still have that same gapping. So you would think, you know, I might prefer to carry a knife with a little bit better fit finish, and really that's the worst part of it. The pins are all good, there's no stepping, but just the heft of this one I like. And you know what? When I look at that gap between the springs, if I ever get any water or sludge in there, it's got a drain hole. When I go to clean it out at some point, maybe I spray a little bit of WD-40 in there or some mineral oil, it can run right out and take all that dirt with it. But hey, maybe a negative is really a positive. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, please consider hitting that thumbs up. If you have anything you'd like to add or want to correct me on anything I've gotten wrong, then please drop that in the comments. I don't know everything, and I get lots of things wrong, and I love to learn as much as anybody else. And if you'd like to see more, consider give that subscribe button a little tap. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Get out there, learn some new stuff, be handy. Learn to take care of you, and by doing that, you'll learn to take care of your community. Y'all take care.